Hi, I'm Got Draws. I'm an artist and welcome to my channel. In this video we're going to be doing a challenge which is called cheap vs expensive. With cheap vs expensive, you use whatever art medium you're doing. I'm going to be doing coloured pencils and I'm going to see if there's a difference between a cheap coloured pencil and an expensive coloured pencil. This also showcases if more money is better or if save yourself a bargain, I guess. Now let's get on to the video. This is one of my most known brands for coloured pencil. Everybody that loves coloured pencils knows them. It is the one and only iconic Prismacolour Premier. These are not extremely affordable, but I would not say they're the most expensive coloured pencils. If you are progressing with coloured pencils, you should 100% get these. You will love them. Now I'm going to be comparing Prismacolour to their extremely well known and loved one and only crayola. I'm so sorry for the dead piece of gum in my childhood pencil case. It's probably been there for years and probably extremely moldy. As I was saying, crayola is a very known, well brand. A piece of gum again is scaring me at this point. Crayola is everything a child would want. Bright colours, amazing packaging, is very commercial, but they do perform very well for their price. Compared to any other cheap coloured pencils, they have £10 quality. You could find a pack of pencils that is £12, £10, which is not even as good as Crayola. Crayola will always be one of the best. Now I'm picking out all my Crayola that I have in this large pack of pencils. There's 5 other brands, so it'll take me a while. So instead of you guys to feel this pain, I'm going to speed it up. This is how the pencils look. When I was younger, I did buy a 12 pack and a 24 pack. So I did lose quite a lot, which I am quite disappointed by, with some duplicates. But I'm just going to take out all the duplicates and just hope for the best, you know? Also, I'm going to be taking out the longer colour pencils so I can save those maybe for a future project. Now I'm going to pick out the Prismacolours, and these are the best colour matches that I could find. So this is next to each other. There's around 19 pencils. You can also see which ones perform better. These are all the swatches. I did try to colour match these to the best of my abilities, and I also did mess up a few times since I was a bit distracted from watching Elizabeth Bridgerton. Despite this, I did manage to do all the swatching, which did take me forever. This is why I never swatch my coloured pencils usually, as it takes so long and I really cannot be bothered. But it does help, especially with a drawing like this, as the Crayola barrel is not exact to the colour a lot of the time. A lot of the colours do look a lot cheaper, like this green looks absolutely awful, while the rest look alright. The blacks are very similar. You can just barely tell the Caran d'Ache black is just that tiny bit more pigmented. I could tell this paper just really wasn't working for Crayola. I did decide to switch up the paper to a more textured paper, to a mixed media one, as that was just coloured pencil paper. Mixed media paper is supposed to help a lot with texture, making it more vibrant. Now I'm going to try some coloured pencil techniques on this paper. First I'm going to do a classic swatch just to compare the colours once again to see how well Crayola performs on this paper, as I'm mainly doing this for you Crayola. And each side of this mixed media paper is different. So one side is way more textured for like watercolour and things like that. The other side is less textured for less heavier mediums, maybe even coloured pencil, but I would say it is quite a bit textured for coloured pencil as well. Now I'm using the other side of the paper, since this side is a lot smoother, but it still is mixed media paper, which is giving it a lot of texture. And this paper is really thick. I think it's like around 300 GSM, which is crazy. Now I'm going to be doing a nice simple colour blend between the classical colours red, orange and yellow. Everybody does this blend, classic sunset blend. It just looks amazing every time. I'm a bit anxious for crayola as my hopes are not that high for them, as they are not too expensive. But Prismacolor gave me that usual butter smooth blend. Looked amazing. Literally my jaw is on the ground. I'm so wow. Now with crayola, it's looking very promising, I can't even lie. Like, I was a bit shocked by this. The blend was not bad at all for the price. There isn't even that much of a difference, but I do have to use a lot more layers with crayola. I use the same amount of layers here. The transition between the orange and the yellow was not that good, which is slightly my fault. But if you are not very good at blending, I don't think crayola will perform that well for you. But if you're a beginner, it can help a lot with improving your skills with blending. We're done with the tests and trials. Now I can finally get onto the drawing. So here's the finished sketch. It did take longer than I thought it would be. I did do it freehand though. For some reason I did draw out all the highlights. It was completely useless when I actually did the drawing, as the colour pencil did just go over it. I had to try it and map it out again. This is the finished result of the expensive side. It does not look the best as I have a very restricted colour palette. Like for this whole side, I probably used no more than a few colours. At the time when I did draw this, I did really hate it. So I just wanted to prove to you guys that I can be good at art. It's just that drawing just looks absolutely awful. So I do apologise for that. I cannot help it though, because I had a very restricted colour palette once again. Now moving on to the cheaper side. This is all the mess created by the drawing versus the actual drawing. This is the finished result of the drawing. I'm not too mad about it now. At the time, I absolutely despised of it though. The cheap side does not look as bad as I thought it would. If you look from afar and squint, you know, they match up, they look the same. Some people on TikTok are even telling me that the cheap side looks better. This just shows that you do not need really expensive art supplies to create good art. It's purely based off your skill. The more I look at this, the more I like it, and also the more I hate it. Skill can be built by a lot of perseverance and practice. Just to remind you guys that the most expensive art supplies aren't always the best, and the cheapest ones can really surprise you. Overall, I still think that crayola is a like a really good alternative for cheaper coloured pencils. Their quality is amazing for cheap coloured pencils, as I've been around for so long, but I do applaud Crayola on that. If you could tell, the glare on Crayola side is a lot more. There isn't even a glare on the Prismacolor side. I think it's because of the paper, and it does better with more expensive coloured pencils. Thank you all for watching this video. I'm very grateful for it, and we are nearly at 500 subscribers already, which is just wow. I'm very grateful for it. Anyways, have an amazing day. See you guys in like a week, I think, whenever I upload actually. But yeah, bye.